Welcome to OWIMO Design. In this video we'll show you how to make a tie into a belt. What we've done is we've taken a whole bunch and pile of old stuff and clothing, accessories, and we thought about what great new things we can make out of them, and here are some of the old ties we'll be using in this video. What you will need is a pair of scissors, string the ties, felt, pins, and metal rings with one flat side, 2 of them. First of all, put the tie on the piece of felt, make sure it's big enough. And it doesn't have to go all the way the length, but just the main part of it, and pin it down onto the piece of felt, because that will be the backing. You can use that for ties that are fairly thin material, and then just cut all the way around it. And we will be sewing this onto the back just for more support. You don't have to do that if you have ties that are a little thicker. In the material, we've used silk ties, and this is very thin silk. So what we'll do is we'll just sew it on the back with a sewing machine. So sew it all the way around for support. If you do not have a sewing machine, you can hand sew, or you can also glue using a fabric glue. And just make sure it's done all the way around so it will not come off. And just leave a little bit of room on the side with the stitching. Choose a thread color that kind of matches the tie itself. Or you can choose a thread color for a little bit of contrast. So we've chosen a black thread for this one. And we're almost done. So all the way to the back. And here we go. Perfect. So what we're doing now is just cutting it off, and just make sure the felt doesn't show. So cut away any bit of felt that is standing on top. Now we're going to sew on the 2 metal rings. So you have to sew on both at the same time, and make sure you sew them all the way across so they won't move. Just take your time, and again we're using the black thread here. You can find those metal rings in any kind of fabric store, or you could even just use normal round ones if you don't find these. So make some stitches on the back to support it, and a knot in it. And again, just for a little bit more support. And we're done. Perfect. So let's see how this looks when we wear it. This is worn kind of on your hip. You can wear it lower, you can wear it higher on your waist. It really has all the options. Just let the long piece of the tie hang down the side. And now we're going to use another tie without a felt backing. So this is our Mickey Mouse tie. So what you'll do is you'll just sew on the 2 metal rings just on the front at the bottom of the tie, just as we did with the first one. So make sure you sew all the way across the metal rings so they don't move. And do this as many times as you need. So feel if they move, make sure they're on it fairly well. And the nice thing about this, because you don't have a felt backing, is that you can actually cut them off anytime and use the tie again as a tie. So again, in the back, just make a few stitches and knots. And here we have another tie belt. Let's see how this looks like. And again, you can wear it on your hip, a little lower down, or on your waist. Just make sure the long end hangs down on the side. And this is from the side. Thank you very much for watching. For more upcycling ideas, please go to owimodesign.com.